Hi everybody, it's Penny at Cloud Sparkles here. I'm going to do a little bit of whip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do most of it, and then the background I'll do off camera because you really don't need to be seeing that. And, oh, let me give some light. That's a bit better. And what I'm going to do today is, if you saw it in the unboxing, I got this new pen, which is actually an LED pen. So I thought I'd give that a go so that I can see how it works. It's a very cheap one, £1.41 or something I think I paid on AliExpress. But if you want any more details, go back to the unboxing that was earlier this week and you will see all of the different unboxings that I did. I've got this one with me just because I like to have the straightener. Like, I've just noticed there's one there that's not straight. So anyway, if you like the videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. There we go, thumbs up. And if you hit the bell icon, it will notify you. So there's the patch that we're going to do. Like I said, I'll see how I go. Obviously, we don't need to be, you don't want to be watching a 5-hour video. So we'll get cracking on this. Now, I always tend to start here and work my way down, but I do leave the background till last. So we've got a J. Where's me J? There he is. So we'll start with that one. Oh, sorry about that. I hit the camera. This is quite sort of, although there's a bit of colour blocking, there's also quite a bit of confetti on this patch as well. In fact, I think most of it will be like that, where it's a mixture. What I'm also doing, which I forgot to mention, is I'm also, do you hear that pop? We like that. I thought I'd try, and I don't know if you can see the pink in there. It's actually blue tack. I really struggle with the glue sticks. I really struggled with putting the glue dots actually into the pen. So I didn't even get as far as trying to use them as such. And then somebody said about blue tack. I love that pop. So I thought I would give it a try. So I thought I'd give it, and I've got to say, I do love, there is something very satisfying about that click. And I know that when people use glue dots, they get that click. But it's definitely satisfying to hear it. And I heard from watching other people on YouTube that the blue tack is lasts a lot longer than the wax. Now, I've got to be honest, I can sit there for 2-3 hours with the normal pink wax, because that's what I've always used. Just the wax that you get when you get the kit. And so I just thought I'd try it with the blue tack. Now, I did try it before. And I don't know whether it was because it was blue tack that I just had in the house. So I don't know whether it dried out or anything like that. But I've got to say already, I'm a little bit impressed. I am a little bit impressed. I think that's all the J's. I cannot see anymore. But yeah, and I am using the good old trusted zesty tray from Add More Zest. I don't think I ever use any other tray anymore. This one is whether I'm working on this or any others that I might have going on at the time. I do like my zesty tray. I've got cat hair on it. But yeah, I did bring my other pen out just in case I didn't like this. But I have actually, the blue tack that I actually bought was the pink one. Just because of nothing really, I'll be honest. I picked up the pack and didn't realise it was, well, I knew the packaging was pink, but I didn't actually realise it was the pink blue tack until I sort of got it home. I didn't really think about it. I just grabbed it off the shelf in the good old Poundland. But I do like the click. I didn't get it that time. There we go. I don't know why I like it. I don't know if it annoys everybody else. But I do like it. I think it just makes me feel like, yep, that's stuck down. I'm actually filming this on the Tuesday, and it will be going up on the Sunday, because this weekend coming, which will be Sunday, Monday this week, which will be the 1st and the 2nd of May, I am going to be doing my Scarecrow Festival. So I've actually done loads and loads of work to get ready for that. Today I've spent the day pricing things up, tagging things up, wash instructions and so forth, and printing all my price lists, or not price list, prices that go on the table. So yeah, and it's all bagged up, ready to go in the car 8 o'clock Saturday morning. So I'm at the stage now where I've got what I've got. I've made lots of stock. So hopefully I've got enough stock, because it is a 2-day event. So hopefully I don't run out of stock. Otherwise I'll be sitting there twiddling me thumbs. But yeah, quite looking forward to it now that it's actually, the time is here to actually do it. Keep pouring out way too many of these drills, but in my defence, it's really hard to see like exactly how much you need, because there isn't, it's so confetti-ish that you can't really see it. Now, I don't think, because I haven't really seen many of these, so let's just pour out a few. Oh, it's a pretty little mint colour, 775. Oops. Now there's one up there. Now it's Hunt the E. And I think that may be it. Yeah, but I have just seen another D, which I will quickly do. The worst thing about these drills, these tic-tac things, is that you can't fit your pen in. I only wanted one, but we get 4. Let's see if I've missed any more. I don't think I have. No. Right. Let's put that back in there. Right, so the next one is the little key thing. I don't know what it is. It's this. I don't know if you can see it. Focus. Anyway, that's what it is. I don't need a huge amount of these either. But what I did realise, I've been doing this pen. Now let's see what it's like with the light turned on. And let's turn off the overhead light. And we'll see if that's any... Well, it definitely shows up the symbol a lot clearer. So... You just hate it when you... I've got 2 left in my tray. Oh, there we go. 1 turned over. And I actually need more of them this time. So this time I didn't tip out enough. I don't think I need a lot more. Just a couple. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Maybe 1 more. 2 more. There we go. Alright. So... The thing is I use my overhead light whenever I'm doing the diamond painting. And I don't mind the light. It doesn't bother me, but it sometimes gets a bit hot under there. Especially if I do a long session. If I do a long session where I could be there like 3-4 hours, then, yeah, I think there's quite a few. I need quite a few of these number 3s. I do love my tray, my zesty tray. I don't think I've quite got the hang of how to shake and move it though to get all of the drills lined up as well as they could be. I'm not getting that pop anymore. It's a bit disappointing. I do like the pop. But maybe it doesn't last that long. I want to see how long the blue tack lasts. I don't know if I like this light because it kind of, I don't know, maybe it'll just get, it just means I've got to get used to it because I'm so used to having the whole light shining up over. It would be really good for like, I don't know, if you're sitting watching a film or whatever with somebody, with your partner or your kids, and they didn't want the big overlight on. It'd be good for something like that. Like, let's be honest, none of us sit in the dark doing diamond painting, do we? So, my daughter's peering over my shoulder. I don't know what she's trying to do. Are you going to say hello, Annalie?
Hi.
She sounds like a typical teenager, doesn't she? I like the pen. I like the feel of the pen. And to be honest, because it's quite good because it takes AAA batteries. So it's like a standard size batteries. Like, I have these batteries in the house all the time. They're the batteries that I use for the remote controls and so forth. Oh, didn't even pick one up. So it's nicer, because originally I thought, because obviously we look at things, we like them, so we buy them. I didn't even look at what batteries it takes. I didn't look to see if it comes with battery. I didn't look at any of that. I literally just said, yep, like that. It was something like £1.41, something like that on AliExpress. So it's like, yeah, I'll have that. And then it was only when I came to do the unboxing, I thought, oh, maybe what I should do is look online and see if I need to get the batteries for it. So I went back online, looked it up, and thankfully I was waiting for it to say, you know, like usually these little things have them little round, like almost like a watch battery. So I actually picked up a packet of mixed ones from a pound shop today, thinking just in case, so I could get the unboxing done. So I didn't want to do an unboxing but not actually show you guys what it was like. Yeah, so I picked them up. Don't even need them. But they'll go into the junk drawer even. And if ever we need a small round battery, I know we've got some. And it's a proper assorted pack as well. So hopefully if we ever need one, it'll have it in there. So yeah, I do like this pen. I'm not I like the feel of it. So even if I didn't use the light on it, I would still use the pen. So it's not a complete waste of money, is it? And to be honest, maybe it just gets a bit of takes a bit of getting used to the fact that it's a light at the end of the pen rather than a big light shining onto it, because that is what I'm used to. I'm used to the big light shining down. I'm trying not to miss any, but when it is so much confetti-ish, if that is even a word, if it's not, I've just created it, but you can't always seem like you get ones that are hiding. To be honest, sometimes I think they just appear just to catch you out. I've been working a bit this week on, I've done a little bit of Gloria, the cat, the rainbow cat. One evening this week, I actually was so fed up with, not fed up because I do enjoy my crocheting and sewing. I've done a lot of crocheting this week. I thought, you know what? Sort of in the morning, I set the goal of how much I wanted to get done. I got it all done. Got a bit of blue tack there, it's really bothering me. Oh no, I can still see. I got all the work done and thought, right, I'm going to do a bit of diamond painting. And I was actually going to come and do some of this, but the weather got so chilly. It's not been too bad of a daytime, But in the evenings, the temperature really drops. So, I need, oh, there it is. And because this one is so big, I need to do this one on the kitchen table. So, and it's colder in the kitchen. So I decided I would do a bit of Gloria. So I think I'm nearly halfway through Gloria. But as soon as she's finished, and if you haven't seen it, it's one that I did the kitting up for a couple of weeks ago, a month ago maybe. If you haven't seen it, it's a rainbow cat. It's a cat that's rainbow of colours with a butterfly on her nose. And my daughter is the one that named her Gloria, because we felt like she needed a name. So she got named Gloria. She looks a bit like a Gloria. So yeah. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, this is taking a long time, but because I'm working across this line at the top first. But I've also done a bit at the bottom. I don't know if there's... I think that's it for this one down there, yeah. Like I said, they do have a habit of hiding. I've also this week, I had some few bits and pieces, had a couple of little frames and some magnets that I found in the drawer. So I thought, oh, you know what, I might just do a bit of bedazzling. So we did bedazzle those up a bit. And I'm going to actually take them to the show and see how they get on. I just needed, we sort of had a mock run up last week of how the of whether I've, like what stock I've got to put on the stall, and figured out I needed some table stuff rather than the ponchos and stuff like that. So yeah, we did I found these bits in the drawer that I'd meaning to do something with, but wasn't quite sure, you know. These things that you buy, you bring it home, you put it in a drawer, and it's for that project that you want to do, and then you completely forget what that project is. Because I have lots of things like that. I think there's quite a few of this one. Number 7. So yeah, so as I was sort of getting bits out to get ready for the Scarecrow Festival, I thought, oh, that would be a quick and pretty thing, just jazz that up. So that's what I did. And it was so easy. I used the B700, I think it's called, glue, which literally sticks everything and anything. So, totally missed. And it dries really quickly as well, so, but that just means that you put sort of a few gems down, and then you put a bit more glue, then you put a bit more gems down. So, you know what, I'm going to turn my big light on and turn that off, because I'm not liking it. And I don't want to sit here struggling to see what I'm doing. It's a really good light. So if you guys, any of you use an LED light, it's a really good, you get a really good brightness of it. It's just not for me. It's just not. And I'm working this way. I started at the other end. I'm working down because that's how I find it's easier for me to do it. And I literally, because these are dotted absolutely here, there and everywhere, this colour, I'm literally going down each row because they are. But what I am going to do is put that one down there because it's right out the way. But yeah, they're literally everywhere. So if I go down line by line, then I'm not going to miss them. Let's do this top bit. But yeah, so I've done lots of work. And then I said to my daughter, I've literally been up and down the stairs, in the shed, in the cupboard downstairs, in the stock room. I've been everywhere, running around the house, went and did a bit of shopping. So I said, I think that I deserve an evening off. So I thought, right, I know what I'll do. I'll do my whip today, ready for Sunday. So this will be going out. This will be uploaded on Sunday. Because I won't be around. I'll be at the show. And at the same time, I'm getting to do something that I like doing. So I say it's a win-win. I'm hoping, well, after this weekend coming, after I finished on the Monday, I will be taking a few days off my actual work. So I'm hoping that I can get a good amount of diamond painting done. Because I like doing it. Like, alright, I'm doing this for the YouTube channel. But I actually really like diamond painting. I find that it's quite therapeutic. So, and because I like doing it, it doesn't make any difference whether I'm doing it in front of a camera or sitting on my settee or sitting on my bed and doing it. I just like diamond painting, so it's not a chore. I do find myself getting a bit, not obsessed, it's not the word. We don't get obsessed, do we, with things that we love to do. I do find that I could quite easily become obsessed. Like, now when I look at things, I think, oh, that would be nice as a diamond painting. I actually went into town last week, into the little town near where I live. And when I say little, I mean little, like there's one road. There's hardly any shops there. But one of the empty shops is being used as like a little mini art gallery. And there's an amazing picture in the window of, it's actually Miss Piggy. And as soon as I looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, that would look amazing as a diamond painting. I don't know if everyone does that these days, you know, or whether it's just a me thing. But I enjoy my paid work, so to speak, as in my crafts that I do. I've always been a crafter from, gosh, for as long as I can remember, I've been a crafter, you know, doing something. And then I had the children, and I sort of went back to work, and then it was, you're working half the week to pay childcare. And then I think my daughter, she's now 13, when she was 1, just after her first birthday, she wasn't very well. And it was just like, you know what? I'm not going to work anymore. I'm going to stay at home, look after her, get her well again. And at that time, what was I doing? I was making cards. I was a paper crafter. I was making cards. I was making 3D models out of cards of things like baby prams, and I did baby prams, I did cots, I did high chairs, so many. I did racing car. I did so many different like 3D models. And then I then got into, I've always been a knitter and needlework. I used to do lots of tapestries. I used to do lots of like William Morris. I used to do lots of his artwork into tapestries, and that was my hobby. But the card making, that actually took off quite well, and I was doing that for a few years, a good few years even. And then I found book folding. And I don't know if you all know what it is, but it's basically you get a book and you fold and slightly cut, just like a centimetre cuts to the edge of the pages, and it gives you an image. I did that, and literally I was inundated. I had so many orders for those, because you can make it as personal as you want. So people would tell me what they want, and then I would make it into the book and decorate it and put flowers, and did lots of football ones and Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, all sorts. And then I wasn't very well, and I lost a lot of the use of my left arm. And because when you do the books, you need 2 hands to do it. And this was about, it's got to be coming up 5 years. So yeah. So I couldn't do the book folding. Oh, I could. I did sort of do bits and pieces, but it was such hard work, and I was left in pain, and everything was taking me 10 times as long because of not using my left arm. And I still have a lot of weakness in my left side. So I decided, just sitting there one day, I thought, I'm going to learn to crochet. So I learnt a few stitches off my friend's mum, and then sort of made a few little bits for the house. And then that was it. I decided, you know what, I don't really want to work for anybody. After working for many years for myself, I didn't then want to go and work for somebody else. And because my daughter was still quite young at the time, it's sort of finding that job that's going to take into like school holidays, and if she's not well and she can't go to school and things like that. So I thought, right, I'm going to give it a year or so, give it a good go and see whether I can actually make a business for my crochet bits. And that was, yeah, it's got to be 4 years ago. I haven't really looked back since. I'm still going. I had a heart operation. And then that same day, I was crocheting in the hospital bed, like you do. No, I think there's only a couple of these ones. I'm not going to be able to only tip out 2 because that just doesn't work. Yeah, the only thing with these Tic Tac boxes is you can't get your pen in. Like some of the other storage stuff I use. Where I only need 2. I literally would have just stuck my pen in. Right. So we want Y. Next, just there. I think there's a little few of these. Maybe not as many as I pulled out, but Y. I'm a bit upset that this blue tack lost its pop, because I quite enjoy a good pop. That was my finger that popped then. Oh no, there's a pop. That one didn't. Right, now, is there any more in all this confetti bit? Is that it? Why, where are you? I think that's it, guys. Right, what colour next? Is that little MOT thing? I'm just turning my phone off because it keeps, well, turning it on silent because it keeps beeping. Right, let's do this bit down here. I don't think there is any of that, in which case I've tipped all these out for one. For one little drill, which is in there. And that is what I did. I literally have tipped them all out for one. So, at least these little drills get a little outing, I suppose. And then we're not doing the U's yet because that's the background. We do the background last. So we'll go over to that L. Right, and there's only a few of those again. So let's do a few of them. And I actually managed to just tip out a few. Right, there's one there, and there's one there, and there's two there. There we go, and I think that's all the owls on there. So on to the next colour. Which is a C. And I think there's a few little C's in here. So I'll get the C done. And that's my phone going off again because my daughter's got my little grandson who's not very well. And she keeps updating. She keeps updating me. That he's okay. I think my daughter's in more of a state than he is at the minute, to be fair. Right, now where are you, Seeds? I know I saw quite a few of you. We just need to find you again now. Where is such confetti? And the newspaper gets sticking to my hand. Where it's quite of confetti and some of the colours are so similar. Sometimes it's really hard to see. The C's. Oh, should have been a comedian. Right, now there's a whole block of them down here. So we get to do more than one at a time. Oh, I say that, it sounds like I'm going to use my multi-placer. I don't think I've given multi-placers a chance. Because I sort of tried it for half an hour and then I'm impatient. I just want to crack on. I didn't like it. It seemed to take a lot of messing about to get the diamonds in the multi-placer. And then when they get onto the canvas, to get them sort of lined up nicely on the actual canvas. And I like diamond painting. I'm not in a rush to do it. So I'm just going to crack on and do it with the single placer. And if it takes me 10 years to do this Mahusive one, then so be it. Right, C is done. So we want A next. A. Is there many A's? Maybe tip out a little bit. We always tip back what we don't need. It's no biggie. Right, but I've nearly finished this little top bit here. There isn't a huge amount left on there to do. And so far, guys, I don't even know how long I've been going. I'll 45 minutes, and the blue tack is still going strong. Like I said, I will do, although I will do all this confetti bit, it's a bit boring for you lot to sit there and watch me doing that background bit, because it literally is 3 colours that actually don't look that different to each other. So I may do that off camera so that you aren't having to watch a 5-hour video. But yeah, this is most probably the last bit of diamond painting I'm going to do before doing the show at the weekend, because I want to get a few more bits done. I need to wash my tablecloths and iron them. Ready for that? Because I very rarely iron, but I do iron my tablecloths. Because obviously it gives a much more professional look if it looks smart. I think maybe what I do, because I did actually get 2 pens in my delivery this week. And what I might do is I might give the glue dots another go. I do like this, how this blue tack is going. But I may give the glue dots another go. And then I'll have, because my favourite pen, which I can actually swap the places out, but my favourite pen, which is this pinky one, I really like that pen. So what I may do is I may get a new nib for that. If I like the glue dot, get a new nib for that, because I've been told that with the glue dots, if you use a nib that's previously had wax in it, apparently that can stop the glue stick from staying in the pen. And that's the problem I have. So I may get some more glue dots, get another metal tip. And because I've also heard that the tips that come with the free pens, that you get in the free pens, that I believe are made of copper, they also are not very good with glue dots. So what I might do is at some point get some, if I can get another metal tip, which I know that Rebecca over at More Zest, they sell, on their website, they sell some tips. So I might actually go over and have a look and get some metal tips and change the tip in my favourite pen. If I get on with the glue dots, this is. And then be able to put a glue dot in there. Because so far, the blue tack is working. It's still going strong. But then I can do a 3-4 hour stint on the wax. So I did love that little pop when I first put the blue tack in, but that's got up and walked away now, which is a bit of a shame. So I think it's about trial and error, really. Like, I'm quite happy with wax. You know what? It comes with every kit. I've got absolutely tons of it. Literally tons of it. Where it comes in the kit. I have a couple of pieces in my little toolkit that I use when I'm diamond painting. And I think I can do a whole diamond paint and maybe use Not even a quarter of a wax square. Like the pink wax. So if I don't get on with glue dots and I decide that the blue tack isn't as good, then I'll just stay with the pink wax. If it works, it works. It's not about keeping, like, you have to do what everybody else is doing. Whatever suits you is the way you work. It's the way you diamond paint. I'm like some people, multi-place. I couldn't get into doing the multi-placing, and most probably I didn't give it much time. I sort of tried it a couple of times, thought, nah, can't be bothered with this, and went back to my single placer. And you know what? There's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that multi-place. There's a lot of people that don't multi-place, and it's each to your own. You do what works for you. It's like when I first started doing diamond painting and I saw loads of people using the Add More Zest tray, the zesty tray, like my pink one that I use. I thought it's just a tray. It's just a tray. But then I got it. And I tell you something, it is definitely a game changer. I don't have any problems with getting... I don't quite get all my drills lined up like a lot of people do. But I now don't have... When I sort of shake my tray, it is not going all over the place. It's staying inside the tray. And when I'm kitting down, it's amazing, because just for the fact that it's got a stopper on it. And it's also got, it's not just that it's got the stopper, it's got the bit at the end, like this piece here, which means I can get all the drills down to the base of the tray. And then I can just take the stopper out, pour it into the container. I pour it, whatever container I'm using, and in they go. They all go in. They don't go flying everywhere. Give it a little tap. Sometimes one, especially if there's a bit of static, one might get stuck to the side of the tray, but that happens with every tray. But you know what? I have to say, this is a game changer. It's when you like doing something, like the diamond painting, if you like doing it, you don't want to waste your time fluffing about, you know. Like, I literally tap them all down so they're all inside there. And then, I don't know how much you'll be able to see of this. I literally just open the lid, pour it over, down it goes, done. Finished, no left. And it just makes it so much easier. But like I said, everybody works differently. I love it. I swear by it. I think it's the best thing. It's one of the best tools I have, because it makes it just makes it so that little bit easier. And I think the trays that you get are fine. The trays, that's what I was using up until a couple of weeks ago when I got this one. The trays that you get in the free kits are fine. The green boats, you can still diamond paint with them. Like, everything that you get in the kit, you could open a kit and you can get started. You don't need anything else. All the things that we get, like the release papers, the fancy boats, the storage, all of that is wants. It's what we want. It's not what we need. It's what I call, that's the pretties. That's the bits that we want it because it looks good. We want it because it just makes that little bit of a difference. And this is why it's like I work, as everybody knows, because of the way COVID has affected everything, my business has basically been almost non-existent for the last 2 years. So my diamond painting is on a budget because it's not a necessary thing. It's not something that has to be done. You know, it's a luxury thing. It is a luxury thing for me to do. So everything that I do is on a budget. I would absolutely love a Diamond Art Club canvas. But that is something that while business is the way it has been, excuse me, I have to, things like that, like Diamond Art, Dreamer Designs have got some amazing amazing canvases. Diamond Art Studio UK, amazing. You know, there's lots of different companies that I would love to be doing one of their diamond paintings. But you know what? I get as much enjoyment out of doing these because I like to diamond paint. I've been very lucky that I've had one painting, excuse me, I've had one painting that, trying to find where I put my coffee, that was really rubbish. It wasn't even rubbish. The drills were fine. Excuse me a moment. Took a swig of my cold coffee. Get rid of that tickle. The drills were fine. The canvas was fine. The problem is it was a detailed design on a very small canvas. And I got that when I first started diamond painting, and I went onto eBay and I was like, oh my God, it's only $2.99. I'm going to do that. And I did about a third of it. Not even a third. Not even a quarter, I don't think, in all fairness. And then I decided that it looked absolutely rubbish. And it did. And so I didn't finish it. And I don't want to, if I'm doing something that I enjoy, if I'm not looking at, if it's not as nice whilst I'm doing it, then I'm not going to enjoy it. So I don't do them. You know, if it's not nice, it doesn't get done. And that is literally as simple as it is. Don't like it, I don't do it. And that it literally, and I think I've had one canvas like that. There's another one that I've started, which is a 30 by 40. And it's a moon one. It's part of a set. I bought a set of 4, and I think it was something like £10 for a set of 4. And it's all moon themed. Like you've got a moon on the river, you've got a moon in the tree, and it's all that. And I've started one of them. And it looks really pixelated. And I've just put it to the side. I haven't trashed it. It's just sitting there. And I don't know if I'm going to finish it. It's one of them things where maybe I will, maybe I won't. But because I've got other ones that I want to do, I want to do that. And it may be a case where I may do a little bit in between other paintings and see how it goes. But it just looks so pixelated that I don't want to waste my time doing it. Now, the drills are fine. Drills are actually quite nice drills. It's a square drill one. Now, I've done lots of 30 by 40s. And they've been fine. In rounds and in squares. Guys, I'm struggling with this blue tack now. It seems to pick up some easy and some not at all. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so yeah, I just don't want to waste time doing something, and I'll just, oh, there's an A there. I'm going to get that A out whilst I can see it. I do have a little, a big white tray in front of me. Not, well, biggish. There it is. Because otherwise I'll lose it again. Alright, see if I put a bit more blue tack in there. Alright, let's try that now. Because I see people and they stuff. Yeah, so, oh, look at that, pops back, guys. Yeah, so if I don't want to do it, I'll put the drills into my spares, and then it's not wasting the drills. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to feel like I have to finish this one, but I'm not enjoying it. I don't want that, because I think what will happen is then that takes the fun out of doing it. And I like doing it, so if it starts to look rubbish, I don't finish it. Simple as that. So, but I've got to say, this video may go into 2 parts, because I'm no way near even finishing the confetti. It's very dark outside, but I'm sitting in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I just looked up, and it's actually pitch black outside. I get such wonderful light in my kitchen that I don't ever shut the blind down, because I do like the daylight that shines through. Obviously, when I'm doing my videos, I have the light on, because my kitchen light is I don't know if you've seen them, but the kitchen light that I've got is actually, it's a strip light, but it's a LED. It is LED, so it is an amazing light. When I do a lot of my photographs for my work stuff that I make, I either do it in the summer, I do it in the garden, and then in the winter, everything gets done in the kitchen, because the light is amazing in here. But yeah, I think this is going to be a mammoth whip. The good thing about poured glue is that if it goes in the wrong place like that one did, you can just slide it over. I want to get... It feels like I've been doing this painting forever, but what's happened is obviously I'm hardly doing any of it. What I might try and do is after this show's over and done with, I do have another one in, I'll possibly have another one in May. I know I've got one in August. I'm going to try and possibly do some of this, either do some offline or do a couple of, like an extra whip a week, because at the moment I upload a whip on a Sunday, and at the moment, like literally, I have hardly any subscribers. So, please feel sorry for me and subscribe. No, I want people to subscribe that genuinely like me. Yeah, so I sit here. Daughter's in the room, in her bedroom. She's no doubt, I keep hearing her giggle, so I presume she's on the phone. She had a couple of friends over after school today, because obviously this is being filmed on the Tuesday. So, she's giggling away, so it's like I'm just sitting here chatting to myself, which is fine. I don't mind a good old chinwag with myself. I think I'm quite a good company, to be honest. So, I don't mind a good chinwag. I do like this pop. I'm wondering whether I didn't actually put enough blue tack in the beginning. Because I've seen people on YouTube putting it in. And it's like they fill it up. Whereas I just sort of poke my pen through. With the wax I tend to do it sort of put in quite a bit. That colour went on forever. Yeah, the wax I tend to put quite a bit in. Right now, apart from the background, all of that top little line is done. So we're going to come down to here now, and I can actually see an F there. So I may do some F now, which is gorgeous well, it's kind of a bluey purple. No, it's a purple. You can see it better there. Put my stopper in before I start shaking my tray up. But yeah, get these F's done. I feel like we're getting somewhere now. I do love that pop. And so far, no complaints about these drills. Like, obviously, you are going to get a little bit of what they call trash. And I don't know whether it's with squares, and I do a lot more squares than I do rounds. You really have to be ultra picky. That's it for the F. You have to be ultra picky, because if they're a tiny little bit misshapen, or they've got a little knobbly bit on it, then it makes them not sit right. Where with the rounds, you're not so fussy. I do have a trash pot, which has this in it. And that is just, to be fair, the trash that's in there is literally the, you know when you get a little bit that's smaller, like a smaller drill, put those in there. And there is a couple of bits of trash. And I don't know why, but it seems that the darker colours, you tend to get more trash with them. But to be fair, I've had picture canvases from a fair few from AliExpress. I've bought from eBay. And I haven't really experienced anything with like majorly bad drills. Right, there's been the odd bit of trash. But that's it. There's nothing major, like, there's nothing that's made me think, oh my gosh, they're absolutely awful. Like, obviously, touch wood, I don't want to jinx myself now that I've said that. But yeah, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was on the phone. And I just had to double check everything was okay because my grandson's not very well today. So I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere now. I feel like we're now filling up this bottom bit because we're doing ones that have more than one or two. This one has quite a few drills, quite a few going on there. No doubt I've missed a few, but oh well. Like I've said, I'm not in a rush. I'm okay doing this. Chatting to myself, or not even chatting to myself, I'm chatting to whoever chooses to watch. And my kitchen wall. And the thing is, I think that's it. I'm always in the kitchen. I do spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I've never spoken to my wall before. Oh, and do you know what? I totally missed the pot. That was of no fault. That was just pure me looking over, thinking I've turned the light on my pen and I totally missed the pot. Right, let's do B. Let's get through this now. Get these done. I'm not in a rush, like I said, but I don't want you guys to be getting bored, which you may already be doing so. But yeah, I shall do all this confetti bit here. Which, like I said, I am filling in quite a bit now. And then the background colour, because it's really not much fun watching somebody just filling in the background. I'll do that off camera. I didn't give this tray a good shake, so now I'm searching for ones that are the right way up. This is a nice purple 552. Has this actually got any 500s in it? I do like that colour. I don't think it has though. No. No, it doesn't. But it has got some lovely purples and blues in this canvas. Are amazing. They are Like, who knew there was that many different versions of purple? So let's shake that tray a bit. There's only a few more of these bees. You'd think bee would be a yellow, wouldn't you? You know, like, let's be honest, we all know 666 is like a scarlet red. And that colour suits that number. Right, that's all the bees. I've got 2 G's, so I'm going to do that because it only needs 2 drills. Let's try and get these in the container this time. There we go. So let's do them 2 G's because that's a nice pink colour. Give it a little splash. Come on, you want one more? There we go. Look at that too. It's not often that happens, is it? And do you know what? It didn't happen because it was 2 stuck together, so there was actually 3 in there. But rather than taking the stopper out, I'll just pick that up. And there's also 1 P. So I'm going to do that one because it's just the one. No, we got about 6 we tipped out there, guys. Not so clever on that one. Just make sure there isn't any other P's. No. So that can go in. There's your P's done. And there's, oh look, there's 2 more ends down there. I'm trying to fill up these, you know, like where you get the odd 1 or 2 letter. So there's 2 ends. Come on, come on, come out. 1, 2. We got 2 out that time. You watch, I'll see another end. End there. End there. Right. Oh, there is another one. I've just seen another end. Come on. There you come. One more. Yeah, I think about 6 dropped out again that time. Let's have a double check. No more ends. No, 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 no. Right, and then I've just seen an O that I've missed. See, this is what happens. Because I get so carried away chatting away that I miss ones. Right, and now I've looked, oh, there it is. An O. But I don't actually mind. I like confetti. I've got to say, I do like doing confetti. There's one of these. I've got so many. This is a big box. Oh, one came out. We do like that. So there's that one goes in there. Then we have, what other ones have we only got a few of? I think I saw two. I think it's a 2. Is that a 2 or is that a Z? No, it's a 2. And there's 2 of those. And kicked out about 16. So one goes there. Turn over. There you go, and the other one goes there. So they can go back in the pot. Now, the next number we've got is number 1. So, I think there's a few ones there. Another gorgeous purple. So, we've got a 1 there, and we've got a 1 there. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the weekend and doing the shows, simply because I did 2 shows last year. But the one that I'm doing is one that I used to do every year. Then I didn't do it because I wasn't well. And then COVID. So it would be nice to see, like, because it's such a nice event to do. And it'll be nice to see all the faces, all the people, the other crafters. And a couple of my friends are doing it. So, yeah. It's a good event to do. I actually, because I moved up to Lincolnshire about 5.5 years ago. And I moved from London. And even before I lived here, I did this show. I would come and do this show because it is a really nice show. Like, forgetting about the whole you want to make money, because that's obviously it's my business, so obviously I want to make money. It's such an amazing atmosphere. It's like it's in a little village and the whole village takes part, and you have little old ladies outside their house and they've baked cakes and they sell their little cakes on a little table outside their house, and you have people that have car boot sale stalls outside their house, and it's just like everybody takes part. There's going to be a big dog show apparently as well on the Sunday. So I'm actually, it doesn't, when it's a show like this one, it doesn't actually feel like work. Like, all the work is what you do before you go. And then when you're there, you just enjoy it. Like, we all sort of know each other. There's a lot of us that know each other. One of my neighbours is doing it. One of my good friends is doing it. So it's kind of like, oh, watch my stall. I want to go and have a look round. So you go off and you look round the village and pop off to have something to eat. And it's, you just all do it for each other. So it is a really nice atmosphere. Really nice atmosphere. And I've never done, like, rain or shine, it doesn't matter. The whole village comes out to support because it's run by the village. It's a big thing. Right, that's all those done. And what number's next? 9. See, now it's not so much where there's only a couple of numbers. So we want number 9, which is another purple. You cannot go wrong with a bit of purple. I don't know if you can hear my daughter in the background, but all I can hear is laughing. So she's obviously still on the phone with her friend. It's like they spend the whole day in school and then they spend all evening on the phone. Like, what do these kids have to talk about for that long? Mind you, I can talk. I've been talking for over an hour now to the kitchen wall. So I can't really say anything. Do you know what, guys? I'm struggling with this blue tack, so I don't know what all the fuss is about unless I'm doing it wrong. But I'm not, I loved that sound at the beginning, the click. But now I'm actually struggling to pick up a diamond. So, or maybe I am doing it something wrong. Because it's taken me like a couple of attempts to actually pick it up. So that one picked up easy. So I may just go back to my other pen, which is this one, which I put wax in this. Whew, I don't even know when I last did diamond painting. A few days ago. I haven't put any in since, and it just picks up with ease. Like, I'm not having any problems picking up these diamonds at all. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a different pen tip. Who knows? Who knows? But you know what? Like I said, the wax works for you, then crack on with the wax. Right, so that 9's done. So now we're going to work down. So we're now going to do the 4s. That's it. Oh, dropped one. You can go in there. Right, now we need number 4. Right. So, and this is like a pinky lilac-y colour. Look how they lined up nice. So, I tell you what, I don't usually work on a flat surface. I usually work on my easel. But what is nice about working on a flat surface is that I just have my tray next to me. And it just, I don't have to hold it, so I'm sitting there with, like I have, as I've said in the past, a bit of a dodgy left arm. So sometimes it can be a bit tiresome holding the tray. But when I'm working on a flat surface like this, I've just got the tray quite close. I don't know if you can actually see where the tray, yeah, oh you can. I've got it quite close, so I'm not having to sort of, my arm isn't actually moving, it's just my wrist moving. So it does, in a way, as much as it's harder on the neck and the back, then it's actually easier on my left arm, which, like I said, I do have problems. I don't have a lot of strength in my left arm, and it does mean I can put my tray just down next to me. I'll tell you what I have done a few times, doing it like this. I actually put my tray down and I stuck it on the glue, the bit that's glued. It's like, oh my gosh, but it came off and it's still sticky, so hey ho. I was a bit worried about it. I've actually, with that light pen that I was just using, no, not with that, with another pen. I'm whizzing through this now, guys. With another pen that I bought. I got one of those, I don't even know if it's still in here. I got one of these matte things, like this. But it's really sticky, and I am a little bit dubious about using it. Like, will it get stuck? Because what I was going to do is I was going to try and put it on, like, the top of the release paper. I'm a little bit concerned. Right, tea. I'm a little bit worried that it won't come off. Actually, I've got so much of this release paper, I don't think it would really matter. I've pulled tons out and I literally need a handful maximum. for my drink. See, this is a tiny one, smaller than the other drills. So that is the kind of stuff that I put in my trash. Like, I've got, this is such a big painting that I'm surprised by the end of it if I haven't filled up that little container. Because there is, this is like, I can't remember what it is, 150 by 55, something like that. Which is pretty big. Right, now we want number 5. Which is a lighter version. And once again, I've pulled out tons. So let's see if we need it. All right. Number 5. This is more, I don't know whether this is more of a pink. Can you guys actually see? I don't know if how good this comes up. Like, I don't know if I need to be closer. If anybody watches it, if you could let me know. I've got a couple of, and I've just seen another tea. See, this is what happens. I do this all the time. It's not just, I don't just do this for the videos. I do it all the time, especially when it's a big confetti one. And I love the Tic Tacs. I've got to say, what the Tic Tacs are one of my, I've just found 2 teas. The Tic Tacs are one of my favourite containers. I love using them. The only drawback is that you can't get your pen in to take out one drill. And that is the only drawback. I have kitted up a, what did I kit up? I think it may be an owl, a blue owl. And I've kitted it up using the copy Elizabeth Ward. I had to think about it then. The copy of the Elizabeth Ward. So that has got the satisfying, because I like the Tic Tacs because you know it's closed when it's closed, if that makes sense. Right, where's that tea to get them to? Now, I might actually, thinking about it, because these containers here, there it is. These containers that I'm using are actually Tic Tac containers. They're not Tic Tac storage. I have got a couple around here somewhere. There's one over there. Let's see if I can reach it. There we go. Right, this is the Tic Tac storage. This is the real Tic Tac. Now, that opening is quite a bit bigger. So what I might try to do is see if maybe the thinner pen that you get with when you buy them, maybe, do you know what, I'm going to do that? No, let's do the K. Let's do it in order. I might see if the little thin pink pen that you get will actually fit in there, in this hole. Because if that fits in there, that will make it a bit easier. Because it just means that I don't need to tip. I can just poke a pen in and just grab 1 or 2 out rather than tipping. And as much as I have in the past amazingly only tipped out what I need, it takes a bit of time to do that. There's another little one. this is why I always keep an extra little pot, because what I like to do is at the end, when I finish this, I'll know, do you know, there's a lot of jewels stuck together in this. Just in this colour, I haven't seen it in any of the others. I know whether, how bad, like, I've never had one that's had a huge amount of trash, never. And I've only ever run out of drills once, and that was off a painting that I got off somebody off Facebook. And I just had spares, so it wasn't no big deal. Can you believe I've just seen it again? I've just done it again. Literally, I've just done that colour. And I've just found another 2Ks. And now I've lost it again. Where did I just see it? Oh, down there. So you want 2. And I've tipped out about 300. Well, maybe not, that's an exaggeration, guys. There we go. No more. No, that's it. But yeah, and to be fair, I think, like, let's be honest, they cannot check every single drill. Okay, so you're going to get the odd bad one. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you've got enough of the good ones to complete your diamond painting, then does it matter? Does it actually matter if there's a few rubbish bits in there? Because I don't think it does. I don't think it matters at all. This is definitely coming to life, guys. Is it looking pretty? I've got one more colour, and then it's the background colours, and the background colours are literally almost the same colours. I think we've got 939 and 823, and I believe there's a couple of 6s there. 6 is 310, so the background colour is literally these colours. Literally. So, unless you're standing far away, the camera doesn't actually pick it up. So, which is why I shall do this colour, the 3865s. Almost lost my stopper. And then I'll do the background off camera. And I think this video has been long enough. I'm sure you're all bored of my voice by now. And I will finish it off camera. And then I will come back to you all for the next whip. I actually said, because last weekend, when I did the last whip, last Sunday, that it would have been uploaded, I said I was going to actually do a smaller section so that it wasn't as long, because last week it was an hour and a half, I think, or just under. This one, I don't know. I don't even know how long I've been on videoing for at this point. I said I was going to do a smaller section, but I didn't. Carried on. I just pulled it. Now, I don't know the measurements of my release paper. And usually, when I'm doing a smaller canvas, my release paper overlaps a little bit. On this one, there's hardly any overlap at all. So maybe what I'll do is next week I will do a smaller section. But as you can see, it's all coming nicely together. It's really hard to look at it without seeing the big picture. I wonder if I can get the big picture up on my phone to show you guys. I've got to find it. And I actually think it's a little bit of a way ago that I actually got the picture. But it's hard to see what I've done and how that is against the picture, if you get what I mean, like what part of the picture is, because it's so big and rolled up. I'm trying to find this picture. It's so big and rolled up that you can't actually see the picture where it's on here. So I don't know where the picture is. I guess these pictures. That's my daughter's hand, by the way. Oh, I know where the picture might be. I believe yes, I did. I don't know if you guys will pick up on this, but this is the picture. This way, this way. There we go. Right, so the bit that I'm doing now is this bit here. So as you can see, the bits that are, I don't know how clear you can see it. Yeah. I'm trying to see, where's my finger? Oh, I'm trying.
It's better. You can see it better.
Right. The bit that I'm doing at the moment is here. This bit here. Yeah. So you can come into focus. Right. This bit here, up here, that is the bit that I'm doing at the moment. It's really hard. There. So yeah, now that I've looked at that, I can actually see where it's starting to look like it should look. But it's hard without having like the thumbnail to look at. And on this, I don't think I even stuck a picture on the top of the boxes. I didn't, because they don't ever move. So, and this is the only round one that I'm doing. So yeah, and somehow, oh, it's there, it's number 6 is there. Right, so I'm going to shoot off now and get this done offline, this background, because you really won't be able to see the difference in the colours, because like I said, we've got a blue and a black. There's a slight difference there, not a great difference, but a slight. So I'm going to do that, and I will see you all soon. And please remember, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, much appreciated. Give us a thumbs up, excuse the nails, and hit the like button. If you hit the bell button, if you want to be notified of any upcoming videos. So all take care. I will see you after the Scarecrow Festival, and I'll tell you all about it. Bye.